In this video, we are going to solve 2000 AP Calculus AB FRQ question number 3. So it says the figure above shows the graph of f prime. So that's the derivative or velocity, the derivative of function for x is between -7 and 7. The graph of f prime has horizontal tangents at -3, 2, and 5. And has a vertical tangent at 3, x equals 3. Okay, so that part's important. X equals 3, and these parts are important. Okay, find all values for -7, which is less than x, which is less than 7, at which f attains a relative min. Justify your answer. So relative min. So if you look over here, the slope is positive because it's above the x-axis. Then it's negative here. Then it's positive here, and it's positive throughout the whole thing. So in order for it to have a relative min, it has to have a slope of 0, and it also has to change signs from negative to positive. So the relative min has to be at relative min is at x equals -1. And the reason is f prime of x, should write that down, equals 0, and f prime of x changes from negative to positive at x equals -1. Okay, part B. Find all values of x for which x is in between -7 and 7, for which it has a relative max. Okay, so it's kind of the same thing as the other one, but now we're looking to see where the graph changes from positive to negative. It does not change over here. It has a shelf point at 5, but it does not change here. So the only place is going to be at -5, this point right here. That's a relative max, and that part was a relative min. So I would say f prime of x equals 0 at x equals -5, and f prime of x changes signs from positive to negative. That's a negative. Okay, part C. Find all values of x for which x is between -7 and 7, for which f double prime of x is less than 0. Okay, so we're looking for the slope where it's negative. It's negative on this whole area right here. So we would say from, what is that, -7? Yeah, that would be -7 to -3. We can't include them because it's an endpoint and it's not, doesn't have that equal to. And where else is the slope negative? Not over here, not over here. This is positive f double prime. So from here to here, it would actually be the whole thing, but it says it has a vertical tangent at 3. So we got to say from 2 to 3 and 3 to 5. And we would say f prime decreases on these intervals. Decreases on these intervals. Okay, last part. At what value of x for -7, which is less than or equal to x, which is less than 7, does f attain its absolute maximum? Okay, so now, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so if you look at the endpoints, this could be a max or a min. So now we have to think about this. F of negative 7, the slope is, well, it's greater than 0, right? So that means the graph is traveling up from it. So this is a min because it's traveling up. Okay, so F of negative 5 is a max. It's some kind of max. Is a local max. Okay, the next point could be f of 5 can't be it because it's a shelf point, so it's f of 7. So f of 7 is the absolute max. Now, the question is, you're probably asking, how does he know that's the positive max? If you look at this part is a small negative area. This part's a small positive area. And this part is a huge positive area with another huge positive area. So you would say f of 7 is greater than f of 5 because f is increasing. Let me zoom out, move this a little bit. Because f is increasing on the interval from negative 7 to negative 5, and then decreases a little bit from negative 5, negative 5 to negative 1, then increases a larger area from negative 1 to 7, therefore a max. And I hope this video helped.